So, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, this is, as Dr. Fawaz says, unique in the region to have a dedicated 2 days for complications. So, we want to do here is something more discussion than anything else. It's how to critically evaluate complication and learn from it. I think that's the whole purpose. We've not done this before, huh? So you can see this is an incomplete list of complications. We're not going to go through all these. Some of these you've faced and some of them going to see in this 2 days meeting, inshallah. But I think this is two nice books you need for us to read. It's not just about technical or skills, things about emotional, things, how we think, because our action based on our thoughts. I think nice to read these books because sometimes we think I'm very good, but I made this mistake. So this conflict should not be there. And so I think it's very interesting really to read this book and to understand how we think, how we sometimes go into deep either ends. So when some people say, don't tell your problems to people because 80% don't care and 20% is glad. That, and sometimes I heard the opposite as well. I heard that 20 don't care and the rest are, is glad to have them. So don't worry about this thing. But I think the study shows when you share your mistakes, your errors, you improve the work satisfaction. I think you've seen it, especially you have a good peer with you. This is another book because we are actually between the thinking slow and thinking fast. And this is a nice book to read as well. And to reach that, like if you drive in a road, you don't need to think. So you reach your end and without thinking. And that's why it comes through this kind of meetings. Inshallah, we learn from each other. So when you share your thoughts, you back to your work, you've learned like 100 cases, in one session like this. So it's nice to go on automatic, but in a right way, in a nice way. So again, nice book to read. So this is between system, one system, two system. It's nice to have them there and to, this is a big problem, Musa Akbar. I think we've faced this. When I used to start my karate when I was a young man, when I had a white belt, I thought I am the best. This is when you don't understand how much you know, you are inflated with your skills. But once you get the black belt, you understand, you become a decent person. So the same apply to our work here. So lots of people, when you're young, just starting, they think they know everything. They comment, but when you see the guru people, the expert, they are very decent. So an error does not become a mistake until we refuse to correct it. This is again, we should be humble. We should admit. That's why we learn. If we don't admit, you become stubborn, and so I think the whole process of this meeting, complication, is to do this, is to see what happened. So we want to present our case, what actually happens. We don't hide anything, because we are expert here. So what was supposed to happen? That's what we learn from our experts. And what can we learn from this? And why was there a difference? Okay, that's where we, inshallah, will go back together on that. So this is through the training, these kind of meetings. Musa Akbar done great job to bring lots of speakers and experts with us here. And this is what we're going to do, inshallah. So we need to admit our failures, mistakes, errors, complication. And when a friend make a mistake, friend remain a friend. But the mistake remain a mistake. We should not forget that. So we should apply this CASL thing, which is care for the patients. So should be our aim when we go back to our work, admit our error, search the ways to improve, talk with trusted colleagues, find the right person to speak to. That's very important. Learn to live with it, educate others. I think that's our session, and then we're going to start now our meeting, inshallah.